विद्या मंदिर एक ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना।
विद्या मंदिर एक ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना।
ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना।
ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना।
वर्ण जाती भेद होती लुप्त या स्थळा, प्रगतीचा मार्ग सुज्ञ दाविती जगा।
वर्ण जाती भेद होती लुप्त या स्थळा, प्रगतीचा मार्ग सुज्ञ दाविती जगा।
कला शास्त्र वाणी क्रीडा रुजवी मन मना, ज्ञान साधना।
विद्या मंदिर एक ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना।
लक्ष साधण्यास दिव्य दृष्टी लाभते, घेण्याहून देण्याची वृत्ती जागते।
लक्ष साधण्यास दिव्य दृष्टी लाभते, घेण्याहून देण्याची वृत्ती जागते।
स्वप्नपूर्तीचा उदात्त हेतु भावना, ज्ञान साधना।
विद्या मंदिर एक ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना।
पंखाना बळ लाभे या इथे सदा,
पंखांना बळ लाभे या इथे सदा।
बुद्धीचा सूर्य नवा उजळी अंतरा,
बुद्धीचा सूर्य नवा उजळी अंतरा।
यश कीर्ती भावी हाच ध्यास गुरुजना, ज्ञान साधना।
विद्या मंदिर एक ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना।
ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना।
ज्ञान साधना।
रसिक हो नमस्कार. सहर्ष सादर करीत आहोत ज्ञान साधना गीत. कवी प्राध्यापक प्रवीण दवणे, संगीत विनय राजवाडे.
सरस्वतीच्या मंदिरातली स्वीकारा अर्चना. सरस्वतीच्या मंदिरातली स्वीकारा अर्चना. ज्ञानज्योतीने सदैव उजळो, आपुली ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना. सरस्वतीच्या मंदिरातली स्वीकारा अर्चना. ज्ञानज्योतीने सदैव उजळो, आपुली ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना. सत्य शिवाचे मंदिर सुंदर, मानव्याचा ध्यास निरंतर. सत्य शिवाचे मंदिर सुंदर, मानव्याचा ध्यास निरंतर. गुरु शिष्याच्या नात्यामधली प्रतस्थ मन साधना. ज्ञानज्योतीने सदैव उजळो, आपुली ज्ञान साधना, ज्ञान साधना. अज्ञानाचा तमः सारुण, विश्वात्मक स्वर येई उजळून. अज्ञानाचा तमः सारुण, विश्वात्मक स्वर येई उजळून. शूरवीर संतांचे पूजन, जागविते चेतना. ज्ञानज्योतीने
Namaste. A very good morning to one and all present. I, Mrs. Sarika Sagar, welcome you all on the concluding day of this faculty development program. Benjamin Franklin very famously said, and I quote, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn." I hope in these last 4 days, we have immensely added to your learning experience and hope some of you have even tried these platforms for teaching. Needless to say, they are just instruments to bridge the gap between the teachers and the students during this lockdown. And the real teacher can never be replaced by any technology or artificial intelligence. Therefore, let us understand that fundamentally all that we need to do in the times as teachers is to keep learning new techniques to reach our students while also nurturing our inner selves to evolve endurance and patience and to transform even this moment of crisis into an opportunity. This pandemic could profoundly change education for better. Throughout history, the education sector has been conservative and resistant to change. For centuries, it had the slate, then the century of blackboard and chalk. Now students are just finger click away from the vast knowledge of Google. So much greater that any of the teachers, so much greater than that of any individual teacher. The technology turns a laptop screen into a classroom where students and teachers see each other and can question each other in a truly collaborative online learning. Today, we are indeed privileged to have two eminent speakers from Team Microsoft, Mr. Nitin Pava and Ms. Neeti Suta. Let me give you a brief introduction of our speakers. Mr. Nitin Pava has worked in Microsoft for 10 plus years and is currently the National Program Manager Education. He is responsible for evangelizing education initiatives at Microsoft. Since the last 4 years as a program manager, he is responsible for end-to-end execution of value-based programs like MASP for K-12 and EduCloud for higher education. He helps educational institutions to enable their campuses with Microsoft Cloud technology. He handles partners and entire MASP team in Microsoft to execute this value-based program across the country. Our second guest for today is Ms. Neeti Suta, Product Marketing Manager, Education, Modern Workplace. Ms. Neeti is a cloud enthusiast and believes in the power of team and collaboration. She works as a cloud advisor for various institutions who have learned and unlearned the art of fabricating solutions by creating an impact for students and teachers too. As product manager, Ms. Neeti takes the institutions through an amazing digital transformation. Over to you, Mr. Nitin and Ms. Neeti.
My name is Neeti Suta. I'm the Product Marketing Manager for Modern Workplace with Microsoft India Education. As my slide clearly depicts what Microsoft Teams wants to deliver, what we aim at, enable unrestricted learning in restricted conditions. My name is Neeti Soota. I'm the Product Marketing Manager for Modern Workplace with Microsoft India Education. As my slide clearly depicts what Microsoft Teams wants to deliver, what we aim at, enable unrestricted learning in restricted conditions. None of us really foresee a situation, an unfortunate situation like this. We are completely entangled. We all are trying to hold up tight and cross this. But there is one thing which is very important, which should not be compromised at any given point in time. That is learning. Learning for our students, our next generation, at all times, that is something that should never be stopped. Hence, what we are trying to build and aim at is enable unrestricted learning in restricted conditions. How do we get to students actively engaged with their coursework and collaborate effectively with their classmates? With in last 60 days, I have had the opportunity to have so many discussions with so many leaders, educators, professors, teachers, students, and they all said, are you trying to conquer the physical world? Are you saying that virtual classes will replace physical classes? With all of this, we just believe in one thing. It is imperative for the well-being of human race to interact and physically work with each other. Our physical presence gives us a lot. For instance, a teacher is able to deliver her expressions in a physical class. A student is able to understand how excited, how worried, how enthusiastic a teacher is. A teacher is able to understand what students feel when they deliver their sessions. Are they able to understand? Are they able to take out something positive out of it? What is the feedback? So nobody is trying to conquer the physical world or to replace the physical world. We're just trying to do one thing: empowering students and educators to do more. The intent is very clear. Microsoft Teams for Education has built its strengths to ensure that we are empowering both students and educators to survive and thrive in a virtual learning world. A teacher should be able to write on a blackboard, give assignments, give homework. A student should be able to have one-to-one conversation with the teacher, a one-to-many conversation in a class, the practical work, the research work, the teacher's collaboration, having different classes. An HOD of a college would be more worried on how the quality will be delivered, how the rostering will be done. An IT team of a college or a school will be, worried how the security will work. Students and parents will be worried. How will the learning impact my students, my children? Teachers will be worried. Are we able to give our best? Microsoft Teams is just empowering the community to do more to learn. One hub, everybody connected. That's what we really believe, what Teams is trying to deliver. What do we try to attain in a professional, in a real class, a physical classroom? Professional development of the students, student community building, research, practical exams, practical labs, teaching and learning, and the last but not the least, faculty and staff coordination. In so many conversations, so many webinars, when we have Q&As, I really didn't realize that this was the pivot of our education system. Faculty and staff coordination is so important. They discuss the student behavior. They then decide which student, which class, how to mold the learning processes, how to ensure that we are just not teaching, we are preparing the students for tomorrow, for industries, for the global world to accept them as leaders. This is really that teachers are worried of. And I felt so honored to be a part of such conversations. And I'm so glad to share with you the teams has the ability to do that level of coordination. One hub, everybody's connected. What does really Team brings for you? What can you do with it? You can do calls. I have an O365 ID, you have an O365 ID. We can communicate through Teams via calls. We can use team meetings to conduct classes. For example, I have 40 students to be attending a physics class. I will create a channel. I will send the request, a calendarized request to all the students and parents, whatever policies you want to follow. And we can do Teams meetings via these team calls. We can do chats, one is to one chat. A teacher is to student is to student, a parent is to teacher. There are so many conversations that can happen in this one platform. And the third block that you see, which says teams, you see three people over there. That's a conversation, collaboration. What is the difference in a chat and a conversation? With the chat, it is one to one dialogue building. With the conversation, it's a group of people exchanging words, exchanging sentences, exchanging thoughts. That's what we do in a real classroom, right? What is that Microsoft helps you to deliver in this platform? Word, Excel, PowerPoint, we've all heard of this. There is something called OneNote, which teachers and students both will use to exchange assignments. A teacher will use that to assign homework. A student will use that to build reports. Does that something that happens in real class? Does it sound familiar? Yes, that's exactly what happens. Power BI, recording of videos, playing that. You know, teaching has evolved. I'm so grateful to the teacher community who's evolving themselves. They're not just teaching, they're learning and then teaching so much. Digitization of a learning process where you record videos and stream in your live classes. It's possible with this platform. Forms. What does form do for you? It helps you create instant quiz in a class. I have taken a class today. I want to understand how many students understood. I will pick up 5 questions, create on the go quiz. It is so simple that I had to personally just try and build a quiz once, and I can do it multiple times. Planner. We do rostering of classes, and it becomes more important to do such rostering, especially in a virtual environment where one teacher is taking so many remote classes, students have to hop between class A to class B. It helps you to calendarize everything. There will be reminders popping up in students' calendar which class needs to be attended. These were all Microsoft apps. Now let us look at some third-party apps. You know, as a education institute, you might be using a lot of third-party apps for planning, for student database, for LMS, for reporting, for attendance, for payroll. It's all there in Teams. We are doing day in, day out work with the engineering team to add third-party applications and Teams. You see a few names here. Apart from this, once you have your Office ID, go into your Teams, just search for the application which you are using. Once you search for it, if it's not there, just connect with your Microsoft contacts, say that this is the application, this is the purpose you're using, and you want it to be utilized and leveraged in your classrooms. We will work with the engineering team, with your IT team, and get that integrated. This is the evolve environment that we are working towards. I simply love this slide. 8 blocks and covers and defines everything in the most beautiful manner. Building blocks of a modern educational institute. This is an opportunity for us to build on the digital transformation journey, coexist with physical classroom environment. I just hope and pray that we are back to our normal life and resume ASAP. But I would not want to give away the opportunity to learn the digital transformation. Course materials and management. You use Teams OneNote. Video content with streaming. Assessment with forms. Create cohorts. You create small user communities. For example, you realize that in a class you have 4 students who need special attention on maths. You create a user group for them, and apart from the other class, you give them special attention by sharing more content, having separate classes. Lecture your lecture your and stream your lectures all the way round. You can just hand over the link to your students so that they can use it as a repository while they're preparing for their exams. Calendars, assignments, and you simply go ahead and save them on the cloud that Microsoft is giving you. There is a space that gets attached to Teams, and all your data is secured. Analytics, personalization, and development. Who is attending the class? Who is leaving the class? At what time did the students come attend? Personal data evaluation. You can all do that with Office 365 and Teams. Meetings, lectures, distance learning. It's all possible. We're just trying to grow this platform, taking feedback every day and making it more and more user friendly for you. When we started 60 days back with remote learning classes, we did not have 9 frames. So basically, we had 4. Today, you can see 9 faces at one go in a Teams interface. There was no hand raise feature. We got that. You could not manage the attendance in the similar way that you can do today. You could now have the facility of fixing your own backgrounds. You can take a class from anywhere. A student can take a class from anywhere. You need not get exposed to the background that you have. Just change it to whatever you want. This is a small video about how Microsoft Teams works and how people are leveraging. So I'll play the small video for you and give you an exposure to what is happening.
Modernize your meetings and work like you're in one place with Microsoft Teams Rooms. Teams meetings are simple to schedule. In Outlook, just press the Teams meeting button to turn your meeting into a Teams meeting. Microsoft Teams Rooms replaces your conference phone and adds an HD audio-video experience to your meeting rooms. With just one touch, join a Teams meeting and instantly connect with every participant. Take control of your meeting by managing the attendee roster and functions, like muting participants' microphones. You can join a Teams meeting from anywhere, whether you're in the office or on the go. Display wirelessly to easily project content both in the room and to remote participants. Or use your mobile device to easily share and drive content into the Teams meeting. Add other colleagues to your meeting in the directory or by calling their phone number. Microsoft Teams Rooms from leading device manufacturers work in a wide range of room sizes, from huddle spaces to large conference rooms. Microsoft Teams Rooms. Transform every meeting.
Great. I really like this video, it showcases the real use of Teams. While you absorb this slide, I would just want to share a lot of questions that we have been getting from our educators community. So this would be like, good that you have this platform, but how are you helping us? How are you helping us to conduct those classes? Who's going to help us deploy this platform? How will this entire suite work for us? How can my teacher assign homework? How can we give assignments? How can the collaboration happen? We are managing it all for you. So as an academic body, you just have to reach out to any contact in Microsoft. It could be account manager, it could be authorized partner. You have to let us know that you are keen on exploring this platform. We will understand your environment, number of students, teachers, what are the kind of classes you wish to conduct. and we will help you with the deployment absolutely free of cost. We have an in-house team who's supporting all the deployment, and we will ensure that your IT team is working closely with us. Post that, we will have enablement sessions for your teachers, and we will train them how they need to go ahead and conduct real classes. I would also urge you to please make a note of these links. These are the webinars that we are doing worldwide. That's our commitment to ensure that we ramp up remote learning and we give you exposure to what are the new features which keep on adding, how you can leverage teams to teach in a better manner, empower yourself more to deliver best lectures ever. With that, we truly believe anywhere, anytime learning is possible with Microsoft Teams. We want to ensure that you feel comfortable, a teacher feels secure as she's able to manage the content. She decides which students come in the class, which leave. She manages the attendance. She's the one who's able to mute anyone. He's the one who's able to unmute anyone. You can ask one is to one questions. You can do one note boarding. Everything is available. You just need to go and explore. And we are going to partner with you all way long. So thank you so much for your time today. I'm glad that you could attend this session. Looking forward to more interaction in the coming time. Thank you so much.
Good morning, all the education leaders who has joined today for attending the Microsoft session on enabling remote working with the Microsoft Teams. So our objective is how everyone, do the learning through remote working, anywhere, anytime learning. So I take this opportunity with a small little prayer that I hope and believe that everybody is safe and sound in the COVID times. I would like to appreciate and acknowledge you all for ensuring smooth teaching learning process, along with looking after your family members, managing all the household scores, and still standing strong. So you all deserve a huge round of applause from our side. Let me introduce myself. I am Nitin Pawa, Program Manager into the Education India team and driving the K-12 and the higher education customer engagements nationally. So let me move forward to the next slide. At Microsoft, we believe that the technology can empower both teachers and students and transform the educational landscape in India through a combination of quality content, enduring partnerships, world-class training, and access to technology. So it is our mission to create immersive and inclusive experiences that inspire lifelong learning and stimulate development of essential life skills like critical thinking, collaboration, computational thinking, and supporting educators in guiding and nurturing student passions. So we aim to empower students and the teachers, or you can say the educators, to create and share in entirely new ways to teach and learn through exploration, to adopt to individual learning needs so they can make, design, invent, and built with technology that stays out of the way. And through this training today, Microsoft intends to accomplish the mission of empowering students and educators to do more. So let me move forward onto the Microsoft Teams presentation for the next 5 minutes, and then we will move on to the Microsoft Teams demo. So today I will be taking you to the Microsoft Teams. That what I would want to begin with is that Microsoft Teams is much beyond just being a tool to connect for a video and the audio conference. So here at purpose, so Microsoft purpose is here to connect with each other with with our students much beyond the COVID times, or even with the synchronous or each synchronous manners, which means that it is not only the 20, 40, 60, 2 hour, 1 hour session, right? Or you can say the time period for which you are making the video and the audio calls with your students, but you should be connected beyond that. And this is what today I will cover up onto the Microsoft Teams. And I keep moving on to the Microsoft Teams slides, right? That how the Microsoft Teams look like. And don't worry, I will show you the Microsoft Teams interface, that how it looks like. And I'm moving on to the Microsoft Teams window, that how the first interface of the Microsoft Teams looks like. And today I will share all the various features onto the Microsoft Teams, that what all you can do. So let me take you over here, and you can see this is the first interface, how it looks like. So Microsoft Teams, you can do lots of stuff over here, and you over here you can make the calls and think and lots of things, to make happen. So let me talk about, the first feature. The recording is already going on, and you can see there is a recording which is going on, and all the participants who has joined for this session today are, I can see over here as the teacher, as educator, or as the professor, or I can download the entire attendance, right, with the help of this button, which is the download attendance list. So so what, as a teacher, I just have to gone through, the entire, the participants over here with the help of, the show participants, or I can hide the participants with the help of this icon. The next button is the chat window, but I will share more in detail in a elaborative way in the next column, in the next interface of the Microsoft Teams. The another option is the raise your hand. And right now, I'm raising my hand right now, and you can see if I have one question or any question in my class, I can raise my hand, and it's easy for the teacher to understand and look into the screen that yes, Taranjit also has some query, and I can ask Taranjit, can you please unmute yourself and ask the question. So this is a very interesting feature. Raise your hand, and I would request Taran to lower their hand also. Thank you so much. And the next feature is, with the help of these three dots, device setting, show meeting notes, meeting details, call me, apply background effects, turn on live captions. Recording is already going on, so I'm not going to stop this recording. The keypad option, and turn off all incoming video. And I know everyone has joined, they have opened their webcams. So right now I have turned off all the incoming videos right now. So let me go one by one and cover up that. So first feature is, the device setting. So before coming on to this session, I have checked whether my headphone is connected or not, whether my audio devices, speakers, microphone, camera is working fine or not. Yes, that you can check with the help of device setting. The another option is, you can see the show meeting notes, and I can note down the notes from here. If I want to see the meeting details, right, to join the Teams link, right? Yes, this is the join online now meeting link, right, from where I have joined today for this session. The call me, if I want to call, apply background effects. Very, very important, the feature right over here. Apply background settings, right? And you can see you can bring the background right from this add new feature, or whatever the backgrounds are available over here. Yes, that also you can bring. So right now you can see this is the background which I'm using right now. This is the background. If I want to change it, I just want to change it right now. And my background has been changed. So I'm coming back to the previous background. And the another feature right over here, let me turn off the camera, right, so everyone can see the features in a proper way. So let me talk about the another feature, which is the turn on live captions. So right now you can see whatever I'm speaking is getting typed. Along with this is extremely important when the people are not in a very good zone and they have weak signals, or if they have a challenge and hearing. Let's take an example. My voice is breaking for them, and to look these live captions come in very handy and make my participants very inclusive. Or for example, the class is going on, and out of 50-60 students, 4 or 5 students are in a very weak zone, and they are not able to attend the session, right? They are able to attend the session, but they are not able to hear the voice of the teacher. They are not able to see the screen, but still they are able to join the Microsoft Teams platform. Yes, these live captions will help them, right, to attend the entire class, right, what my teacher is teaching, right, on that whatever the topic is there. So let me turn off the live captions, and the keypad option, if I want to dial someone, I can dial someone from here. Or if you want to invite someone from here also, that some of any of the person, right, who has left this session because of any of the reason, might be there will be a connectivity issue or whatever the reason. Yes, you just type the name of that person and you can bring it over here. So it will take hardly 30 to 40 seconds to bring that. The ring will go to that person, and that person will come onto this bridge and join the session. So let me move forward and talk about the another feature, the turn on camera on. And right now I'm in front of everyone right now. Let me turn off this thing. And the another feature is the mute and the unmute button. So right now I'm not sharing I'm not muting everyone, because you will not able to hear my voice, but yes, you can see my Teams interface right now. The another feature is the stop sharing or share your screen. This is what, so I have already shared my entire desktop with all of you, and if I need to jump between the different files, I do not need to stop or pause. I can literally just jump here over here and come back over here into my Teams call. So let's take an example. For my class, this is my preferred mode. And when I'm joining my class, because I might need more than one tool to present. So not only the PowerPoint presentation, therefore I use my share icon to do that basically. The leave option, I'm not leaving right now for the next 1 hour. I will stick with you. So please bear with me, and please mute yourself also. So let me move on to the another window, which is the second interface of the Microsoft Teams, that how it looks like over here. And so here you can see on the left side, what you see is the dark bar. And over here, the first activity is the bell icon activity. So this activity, which will keep me posted on any of the activity that has happened in the Teams, or it will keep me informed if someone is put up in any assignment or someone added me to a group. The same way you are getting the notifications onto the social media tools, like the WhatsApp, LinkedIn, Facebook. Yes, same like that. Whatever is going in your organization, you will keep getting the notification under this bell icon activity. This is the first activity under this bar. The another feature is chat. So over here onto the Microsoft Teams, right? Chat over here, you can do the chatting between the teacher to teacher, the student to teacher, or student to student also. So this is your space, right? You can under the search option, you just invite any of the student, right? I'm just typing right over here my moderator Taranjit Singh. Hello Taran. So this is how, I'm interacting with my moderator right now onto the personal chat, and no one can see this chat, and I can open the same thing into the new window, and you can see there is nothing, there is no any left side bar, there is nothing, and this is the chat window, and you can see Taranjit has just replied hello. Okay, let me close this. And if I want to do the video conferencing, audio conferencing, or even I want to share the my desktop windows, any window file, right, with Taranjit Singh, yes, that I can do. So let's take an example. You are in my class right now with me. This meeting is going on, and there is some question that you cannot ask publicly. Let's take an example of all the children's. Not all children's, come out to ask questions publicly. They might not want to ask in front of everybody, and they might want to come and ask you. So I will be able to show you, how you can bring it. You can bring it from here the same way I have done few seconds back, right, to bring Taran or whatever the name you will type over here. So this is your personal, the DM, right? You can say the direct messages, which will be between you and your teacher, or the student to student. Or for example, lots of students will not ask the question into the classroom or into the virtual classroom kind of scenario. Yes, they will ping their professor, the faculty member, sir, ma'am, this is the question which is in my mind right now. Can I ask right at this point of time? Yes, they can chat over here. So let me move forward, and I will show you the another feature, which is, I'm just going and click this button. And right now it will ask me to enter the name and the group or the tag. So I'm adding my moderators today on this platform, and you can see these are the three students which I have added, my moderators, and fourth one is myself. So let's assume the one of the professor has, for the first year student, he has divided the students into the different groups A, B, C, and the D, and 10 students each in every group. And now, at this point of time, when all the students are sitting at home at their premises, so how they can collaborate with each other, and how they can do the collaboration work on that project, whatever the faculty or the professor has given to them. So I just want to show you with the help of these options. So let me click over here, and let me add the group name, for example, higher education institution, and we all are from the second year, right? And our topic is today, science. And under science, the project is, like human brain, for example, or whatever the topic is there. And you can see I'm just going and type over here, hello everyone. So see how fast I have created the group over here. And I can, share the file also with my group. I can do the video conferencing, audio conferencing, and from here, right, you can share the file, whether it is from the OneDrive or you can upload from your computer also. So once, if I will share this file with them, right, it will come over here, and see Taranjit has just replied over here. And I can also reply to Taranjit with the thumbs up that yes, the group has created and it is visible to everyone. If I want to do the video audio conferencing, yes, that also I can do. And the same thing, if I want to share my desktop, any specific Windows file, I can do it with the help of these options. And now from here, I can see all my four students has added over here or not, or there is an option to add people. If you want to include all chat history, or don't include into the chat history, or include chat history from the past number of days, for example, it will show me, from first day till 999. So this means that 999 days, right? And let's assume this group I have created, 2 years back, 3 years back. Yes, I can include that person, and whatever the chat history for the last 999 days, right, that person can see. And let's assume I'm adding my faculty or the professor over here to show that this is the first version of the project which I have created over here. Can you please give the inputs or the feedback? Yes, that is also possible. Or in that feedback, my professor has asked me, Nitin, you guys have done a good job. Can you please add the B and the C group because they are working very slow. They are not, you know, doing well. Yes, I can add those students in this, and it is up to our group if we want to include into the chat history and if we don't want to include into the chat history from here. So yes, this option is also available. I can open the same window into the new file, right? And from where I can do the chat basically. And along with this, you can, if you want to send a specific message, right, some important message or the urgent message to your colleagues, yes, that is also possible. Or you want to send the attachment from here. This is also one of the option which I have discussed. And this is also option at the bottom with stickers, gifs, and many more things. The third party connectors, the bot, and everything is a part of that. So let me move forward, and I will show you, there are lots of groups which I have created, right? Those are the important groups which I want to be a part of my top of my screen, right? And lots of chats which are going on at the bottom day by day, right? And right now this is the one call which is going on, which is for the HPCDC, and there is no any other multiple calls which are going on right now, because this is a very interesting feature, right? Especially for the educators, especially for the principal, vice principal, VC, coordinator, administrators. So let's assume all the coordinators or the VC or the vice principal want to join the multiple calls at the same time. Yes, that is also feasible while clicking this option, right? I will show you one of the example over here. This is the call which we have done earlier, right? And if I want to join this from this button, I can join on that call. So at the same time, if the 10 different calls are going on or 100 calls are going on, yes, we can jump onto the different calls. We can jump into the multiple calls. If I just have to dismiss that call and jump into the another call, or for example, if this call is going on and if I need to jump onto the another call, this call will go on hold. So this doesn't mean that the all the audience who has joined today for this session will also go on hold, right? If the another speaker is there, he or she will take it forward. And when I finish my session, right, onto the another call, I can resume my call and I can again join this my current call which is going on. So right now I'm not moving anywhere because I'm interacting with all of you today for this session. And now I'm moving on to the Microsoft, the another window, which is the Microsoft Teams window over here. This is my third interface where you can see, the different groups and the different channels which we have created. So here, right, the different channels and the different groups, and I just want to share it with you that what is the the channels over here and what are the groups over here. So just give me the just give me the 20 seconds over here. I'm just opening parallelly the online version also. Okay, so the groups and the channels I was discussing about, right, that how you can create the groups and the channels. So idea over here is in the same way you are getting the attendance register in your college in the starting of the session, right? Same way you will get the register from the coordinator. You will add the class name over there, right? You will add the section, or for example the first year or the second year students, right? And after that you will add the name of the students into the attendance register. The same way over here, you just have to add the name of the students, right? and you can continue, right? But over here, the groups and the channels are there where you have to create the group. Like group is like you are the first year professor. Yes, you have to add the name, the first year group. The second one is, the channel you will add. For example, as a professor, I'm taking the science and the mathematics subject. Yes, that is a channel for me. Just a second, I'm just opening, the online version at my end. I'm putting, the user ID and the password over there. Just be with me. Uh, sorry for the same. Let me share my screen again right now. Include the system audio, and hopefully everyone can see, the online version also right now. So let me go back. Yes, I was talking about, the groups and the channels over here. So these are the groups. So higher education, the first year, I have created the group over here, and I just want to show into the online version also that how the Microsoft Teams looks like, because we as a Microsoft is giving the online and the offline platform both. There are different plans which are available at the Microsoft site, like MC65 A1, MC65 A3, and the A5 plans. So under the A3 plan and the A5 plan, we are providing the online and the offline version both. And you can see this is the online version, right? And I just want to create the group over here. And yes, I can create the group with the help of this option. So when I click, onto the create the group, it will ask me, four option, which is the first one is the class, if I want to create the classes, or the second one is the professional learning community, which is the PLC. The third one is the staff, and the fourth one is the others, where you can create the clubs, study groups after the institute or after the school activities. Or over here, the school administrator and the development, right? The staff is very, very important over here. And I just want to tell you that how staff teams allow institution administrators and the faculty to share information and work together. Institute wide initiatives, so with staff notebooks built in, staff can publish, the college policies or the institute policies for the whole team to access or create individual professional development plans. The another one is the professional learning community, which is the PLC. So it is for the all the administrators, faculty development teams, right? Everybody will come under one place. And if you want to make the announcements, you want to draw the policies, or you want to make the vote, or you want to have the institute-wide organization might talk with all the educators. Yes, this is the space, right? The PLC, the professional learning community, to use that. But coming back to our main type today is, the class. So once I click onto the class, it will ask me, right, that we all are from, the first year, right? Let's assume first year, higher education, or whatever the institute name is there, right? You just add up, right? Whatever the stream is there, for example, that we all are from, for example, MBBS, right? And if I want to add the description, that is also possible. And when I click onto the next, it will ask me, you want to add the teacher or you want to add the students. So see over here, it is asking me the students and the teachers over here. So I just will start typing the student's name over here and keep adding over here. So for example, if you have 250 students in your class, let's assume, you have to add, it's a one-time job. In the attendance register, you are adding every month, but here it's a one-time job, right? You have to add. So for example, if I will add, the students, and for example, I'm adding the visiting faculty. So it is up to me. If I don't want to add the teacher or the faculty, it is up to me. And yes, this is the first year MBBS group which I have created over here. And if I forget to add the students while creating the group, right, another option is again available, which is the manage team. And again, I can add more members with the help of this button, and the same option will come over here. So you can create the public or the private groups, and the journal will be same like the same in your desktops, right? The C drive or the My Documents. So it is journal is like My Documents over here, right? So it will stick over here. And now you can create, the different channels over here. So let's assume channel name over here is the science subject. Yes, I want that this should be automatically show this channel to everyone, whoever is added under that group. I just click, the add over here, and you can see the channel will come automatically under the first year MBBS, and this is the science. So whatever the students I have added over here, it will automatically come over under the science subject, because I'm the professor and I'm taking the science and the mathematics, and for the first year MBBS students, right? So this is how you can create the groups and the channels. For example, you want to make it right the week wise classes, or section wise. It is up to you how you will manage this basically. So let me moving back, to the my desktop platform, which is the Microsoft Teams, and you can see there are lots of the demos which I have done previously with the higher education also, and with the lots of schools. So I will show you that how here, right? The lots of people who are added over here. For example, Neeti and myself are the owner of this group, means we are the teacher, and all my students are over here, and I want to move right this person from to make it, the teacher or the owner of this group. Yes, that is also feasible, and I can create, the channel over here also. Let's assume I am again creating over here like the science channel, and I want that this should be automatically show this channel to everyone, the channel list. Yes, that is also possible from here. Okay, so science channel has already created. That's the reason it is showing channel name is already taken. So science, we are from the first year MBBS. Okay, class, and automatically this channel will show, to everyone into the channel list. And let me add over here also. So I just discussed, right, how into the online version also you can create, and how the Microsoft Teams looks like, and how it looks like onto the desktop version. And this is what the channel we have created just right now. And now I'm ready to do the announcement to my entire channel right now. So the same way you announce the students that students, this is the timetable, these are the classes which will get conduct right by the different professors or the different faculty members. The same way you are doing the announcement over here for your students which belongs to the first year session. So let me do the announcement with the help of this collapse compox box, and let me add, the announcement over here, and I'm adding over here the headline, right? And my topic over here is today is like human brain. I just want to talk, and here I can do the announcement to my students. Hello, students. And from here, I will add the color also, or for example, if something is lying at my desktop, I can upload the image. Let's assume I am bringing, some image of the human brain, and I just want to paste it over here, right? That is also feasible. So it is up to you. And I want to change the name also, or sorry, the color. I can change the color also. It is both the options are available. And now I want to send some attachment, so my students will get ready in advance, right? So it's a pre-read material for them. I can bring it from OneDrive, I can upload from my computer or from any recent files, or I can browse from the Teams or any channels where I have posted. So all the options are available, but right now I'm not attaching anything right now. And now, as a professor, as a faculty member, I am ready to do the announcement also. And I just want to add up one more thing. While sending the announcement, you want to add multiple channels over here. Yes, this is the option, post in multiple channels. For let's take an example. I'm the professor who takes care of the first year, and in the first year, two sections are there. Or for the first and the second year, the same topic you want to teach, right? And you want to club the second year student also at the same time. You just have to select the channels from here and bring it, right? You can see over here the different groups are here, right? So let me see, this is the group. Under that we have created the different channels. The 11 hidden channels are a part of this. You see, this is what we have created already, tick mark, and you can add more channels right over here. So let me cancel this. So that will save the time of the professor or the faculty member, right? While conducting the different classes, they can save their time and conduct all the classes on the same subject at a same time. So right now I'm ready, to do the announcement, right, for my students, that tomorrow we have a class on the science subject, and the topic is human brain, and the timings is, for example, 9 to 10 a.m. And whatever the message you want to type with the help of formatting toolbar, yes, that is also possible. And I'm going to click onto this send button, and yes, the announcement has gone to everyone, and you can see over here the announcement button. But after doing the announcement, what I'm going to do, I will go to these three dots, click it over here, and click onto the calendar, because I want to set up the calendar. Because here, how you will set up the time, right? Like the same way you do it into the physical classes in the shape of the timetable. Here, we are doing, with the help of the calendar. So let me set up the calendar, right, with the help of this new meeting. And it will ask me the title of whatever the title of the class, right? The science subject we want to cover up on the human brain. The another option is the add required attendees, right? So let me show you. This is what we have discussed, right? So now it will ask me to discard. I have discussed about that as a VC, the principal, vice principal. If you want to visit different classes at the same time, yes, you can join multiple classes at the same time. The same way you do it into the physical classes into your university, institute, and the college, same way like over here. And if you want to add the visiting faculty, administrator, whoever you want to add up, this is also an option. And when I have created the group, and at that point of also, you can add the teacher, and whoever the teacher is there, the senior or the mid-level or the visiting faculty, that option is also available. So this is the optional one. If you want to add, otherwise leave this option. And tomorrow is what, for example, tomorrow is the 4th of June, and by 9, just a second, by 9 o'clock, let me search. Yes, 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, we have a class right on this topic. So there is no any time limit. This is what I discussed when I presented my PowerPoint presentation with all of you. And my system will ask, do you want to repeat this class again, or you want to make it between Monday to Friday, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly? Even the customized option is also available, right? So it is up to you, and I don't want to repeat it after 4th of June. And after that, it will ask me to add the channel, where we have created the channel under higher education first year, and under that we have created, the science subject for the first year MBBS students. And here again the formatting toolbar is there, and if I want to add the message over here, that option is again available. And now, as a professor, I'm ready, to send this calendar to all my students who are a part of this science first year MBBS class. And they will attend the session tomorrow, right, on the science subject. And the topic is human brain, and I'm going to click the send button and going back onto the Teams with the help of this icon. And you can see, first I have done the announcement, and after that I have sent the calendar. And let me click on these three dots, view meeting details. This is what we have set up few seconds back, right? And join online now. And this will fit into their Outlook calendar also, because Microsoft Team tool is a part of Office 365, and Office 365 is giving around 18 to 20 tools for the education customer, right, which includes the educators and the teachers both all together. And it will fit in their Outlook calendar also, and the student can see onto the Microsoft Teams platform also. So let me close this and moving back over here. So let's assume today is 4th of June, and 9 o'clock time has started. or before the 9 o'clock, the pop-up will start coming onto the devices which the students are using, whether they are using the Android, whether they are using the iPhone, iPad, the tablets, or the Linux environment, or the desktop, or the laptop, whatever the device they are using. The pop-up will come 15 minutes before the session. So let's assume the 9 o'clock, the time has started. Students will start coming over there. As a professor, as a faculty, as a teacher, I can see all my students over here, and I can download the attendance with the help of this arrow button. It will capture into the Excel sheet even along with the timings, at what time student has joined for this session. And we suggest to the faculty members, take the attendance 10 minutes before the session also, so you will get to know which is the student who has joined in the mid of the session, and who has left the session 10 or 15 minutes before the session also. So that is also feasible. So let's assume the session has started for today. Today is 4th of June, and I have already shared my desktop with everyone. And now I'm moving on to the same window where I have done the announcement, and this is the topic, the calendar, which I have forwarded with everyone. And now I will show you the power of how we can conduct the classes. So there are different ways to conduct the classes, right? You want to share the PowerPoint presentation the same way I have done today with all of you, or you can open the any website you want to teach from there, or you want to bring some interesting tools which I'm going to tell you, that how the one notebook. Hope all the educators who has joined today, they are aware of OneNote book also. So OneNote is a digital diary for my educators, and it has embedded over here within the Microsoft Teams. So everything that you do as a class together always stays together under the OneNote book, or you can say the class notebook, which is the part of OneNote. And you can see over here, there are lots of tools which are embedded over here, the Microsoft Teams. As I mentioned in the starting of my session, that the Microsoft Teams is a one digital hub. No need to go here and there. Everything is available over here. If, for example, any of the application, any of the software you're using in your campus, and you want to integrate with the Microsoft Teams, yes, that is also possible. And we have to host onto the Azure, and we can bring it over here, and it will embed it under the Microsoft Teams. So let me show you, what is one notebook, which is the class notebook, how it improves the quality of the classroom, and how it helps to improve teaching and improve learning outcomes. This saves students a tremendous amount of time, that what teacher teaching into the class, and what makes most sense, because students can see visuals and directly engage with their material. And I will show you how and when they will go home, right? If the physical classes are going on, or for example the virtual classes, right, through the remote learning, they can access the lesson online, and they can review images and their notes, which will help them to learn even better. So let me bring one of the class notebook over here, and let me save this. And the same file will come on the top of this screen, right? The class notebook. Let me expand this screen so it will be visible to everyone. And now I just click onto the edit over here. Let me remove the existing stuff from here. And parallelly, while teaching my students can do the chat also over here with the help of this button, right? I can hide the tab conversation, right? So it will be easy, it will be visible for to everyone right now. So let's assume I want to teach the topic right onto the human brain. So what I've done, I just click onto this arrow, and you can see over here that lots of sections which I have created over here, and lots of pages which are a part of this. some untitled pages are also there and of my previous demo, right? Let me remove all this stuff. So as a teacher, as a faculty, as a professor, you can create different content, different pages, the same way you maintain your digital diary, the physical diary, I can say. Or let's take an example of, the telephone diary, right? Remember the telephone diary which everyone maintain at home, and once you click onto whatever the alphabetic, for example Nitin, right, N. If I will click on the N, right, all the names, right, all the mobile numbers, the landline numbers will come over there. Same like here, right? As a science professor, you can create the different topics over here, right? You keep adding the pages, right? And it's very easy. It's not because of this COVID you have to conduct the classes online. When the COVID will move out, right, and you will use the OneNote into your physical classes with the help of projector and the screen, and bring the topic in front of the students, and you can start teaching from there. So, so I just want to show you that how the class notebook is so much powerful. The same way you enter into the classroom, student will say, "Good morning, sir," "Good afternoon, ma'am," or the "Good afternoon, sir." And after that, you will take the control of the blackboard, whiteboard, green board, or the projector and the screen, depend on the institute to institute, the college to college, what technology they are using, what assets they are using, and then you will start teaching your student the same way over here, right? You just bring this content in front of the student that today topic is human brain and you want to teach to them. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click onto the draw, and you can see this is a select objects or type text over here. I click it over here, and wherever I will click, my mouse, right, one text box will come over there. But right now in the classroom, right, you have the empowerment, right? You can write anything onto the board because you are good into that, right? And that was your experience which you are carrying for a long time. You are good. Your writing skills are good, right? You can do the session, right, your entire class in 45 minutes or the 1 hour. But here you want to conduct the classes online, and it is very difficult how you will start typing. And I'm not good in typing. I think lots of educators who has joined today, they're also not good in typing. And students like to take notes when we are talking, but they cannot write at a speed as we speak. So therefore we encourage our faculty and the professors or the teachers to use the dictate feature, and I will show you how the dictate feature is so powerful over here. I just click onto the home button over here, and this text box I have already bring it, right, and click onto the dictate option. So whatever I'm speaking is going to be heard by my system and will be annotated automatically over here. So whatever I say or speak, or a professor gives out notes at whatever the speed, it is typing over here automatically. So let me click this again, right, the dictate option. So let's assume, right, let me show you again this option. This is the AI feature which is enabled with the class notebook, which is enabled under the OneNote, and I'm going to click over here, and I'm giving you one of the example. Let me click the dictate. Let's assume, right, I'm the teacher, I'm speaking, and my system understands what I'm saying, and it will convert my spoken words into the written words. And in this way, my students do not need to take down any notes, rather than they just note down the keywords and then proceed further on to hearing. Interesting. Okay, let me switch off this option. So whatever the words, right, which my system didn't understand, right, I can always modify those words. But good, whatever I have spoken, right, there is no any red mark right under the word, right? So this text I can move it anywhere on the page, and while using the drag and the drop option with the help of my mouse, I can fit it into my page as required. Interesting. Okay, I will show you another feature, right? Additionally over here, right? If I am the professor who always doesn't like to leave the notes right onto the screen or the written words for my students, then what I can do over here is leaving the audio note. So what I'm going to do, I just click onto the draw button, sorry, the insert, right? And let me click over here and click onto the audio. So whatever I'm speaking right now, it is, recording under this audio recording part, right? So let's assume our teachers are not making worksheets anymore, and because no printing is happening nowadays. So this is how, I can deliver my session. And for example, while teaching my students over here, and I can use the draw option, and I can teach my students that student, this is the human brain, and this fourth option is the spinal cord, and this is the the frontal lobe, right? This is the cerebellum, right? This is how you can teach your students, right, with the help of this draw tool. And you can see the recording is going on right now. This is how you can make the things happen over here. Let me stop over here, and it will take few 5 to 6 seconds or maximum 8 seconds to, yes, my recording has been done, and now I can play this recording and make things happen. This is how you can make your classroom more interactive while doing the session virtually. And I leave this audio note in this page, and I can distribute this page to my students also. In the physical classes, you come up, you deliver the session, and after that you rub it, right? Whether you are using the whiteboard, blackboard, or whatever the board you are using. But here, yes, you can distribute this page after conducting the session, right, with your students. So this will be more understandable by the student, right, in much more way. So let me move forward right onto the another thing. So this is how you can conduct the classes, right, with the help of OneNote. And we always encourage the educators to start using this OneNote tool, which is a very powerful tool. And parallelly, if the student want to send some, the messaging, right, that he can use the chat window, the attachment toolbar is there, right, and the images, gifs, stickers, and many more things over here. And let's assume while teaching my students, I want to bring, some website, right, which I want to open it. Yes, no need to go to the Internet Explorer. You just add the website with the help of this. So for example, while teaching, right, the same way you do it in your my favorites under the Internet Explorer or under the my edge, yes, that option is also available. And you just click the website, click on go to the website, and the website will open onto this platform. So I'm repeating, Microsoft Team is the digital hub. No need to go here and there. Everything is available under the Microsoft Teams platform. So let me move to the next very interesting thing over here. Let me see if anything is lying right on any of the topic. Just a second. Uh, so for example, this water cycle is the subject, right? And I can use the view option, the immersive reader. So whatever the paragraph is there, it will come, and you want to teach the students right over here with the help of this. Yes, that is also possible. If you want to change the background, that also possible over here. Or I just want to show you a very interesting thing while teaching your students, right? You want to bring the picture dictionary, number one. Number two, you can convert this entire paragraph, the entire page, or whatever the topic is there, into the 8 to 9 different languages based of India entity. Or you can go and explore, right, which 45 plus foreign languages which are a part of this Microsoft Teams, which is the immersive reader. So nowadays, all the higher education institute students are learning the foreign languages with the help of immersive reader. They can convert the entire the paragraph, right, whatever the language is there. Let me show you how we can convert, for example, into the Hindi also, and I can make it immediately onto the original language, which is the Hindi, or whatever the language is. Let me see if any other language is there from India right now. Let me see. Malayalam is there. Yes, very much. I can convert the document into the Malayalam also. Let me see if any other language is there. Okay. Punjab is there. If somebody is from the Punjab, Chandigarh, Yes, that is also feasible, right? I just converted my entire document into the Punjabi, and let me see if any other language I can bring it over here. Telugu language. Yes, I can convert my entire document into the Telugu language also. So this is how I just I just want to show you that how the students nowadays are using the immersive reader in a very bigger way, while using the Microsoft Teams platform. So let me move forward and show you, one or two more feature, and then we will, finish this session. So this is how you conduct your classes, and after conducting your classes, you want to do a small kind of revision for your students. So how you will do that, I just want to show you. Just click onto the plus button again, and you can bring the Microsoft Forms over here. For example, if you want to run the quiz or any kind of activity for your students, yes, that is also feasible. So let's assume I am typing over here that we all are from the ABC Institute, right? And we are all are from the arts and the science stream, right? And let me save this, and you can bring the existing form also from here. Yes, I just save it, and the form will open in next few seconds. And I just want to show you that how you can create the question paper or any kind of quiz for your students. And there is an option you can add the multilingual languages also with the help of this button. For example, I want to create the question paper or the quiz into the Hindi, Malayalam, Tamil, Marathi, Punjabi. Yes, that is also feasible over here. So let's type over here. So today is what? 3rd of June 2020, or whatever the subtitle you want to add up. And you can add the image, you can bring it from the internet also, or from your computer, or from the OneDrive. I'm just clicking the add over here. If you want to bring right the text, so let's assume I'm typing over here the student name, and long answer, or the it is mandatory. I can give the multi choice question also. For example, I'm conducting these for the different classes. Yes, that is also possible. And for example, I want to do the rating, right? That is also option over here. And I want to add the theme. Let's assume any theme, or you can bring it right from the internet also. And I want to see how the preview looks like when the student will see into their computers, or into their laptops, or in their mobile phones also, right? From here, let me go back, and from here I can share with my internal organization students or the teachers, right? With the helping of this option, only people in my organization can respond. And or if you are doing this activity for the external students from the different other colleges, yes, this option is also available, which is that anyone with this link can respond. I can copy this, I can send the barcode, right? I can download the barcode from here, I can send it via email also. So all the options which are available. And once you will share it with your students and stuff, right, all the responses will come live over here. So let's assume you are doing some activity for the next 1 hour, and you want to collect the responses from the 10,000 students. Yes, all the 10,000 student responses will start coming over here, and you just have to open into the Excel sheet all the stuff, and all the thing will be jot down at one single place. Let's assume you are collecting the answers, right? The different year wise student, the first, second, third year, or the fourth year student. Yes, that is also possible, right? You just filter that and get that done, and you can see at what time student has started the test and what time he has completed the test also. And these are the two questions which I have added: the name, the student name, and the second question I have not added. So this is how you can make things happen, and it saves the time of the teacher also, right? And the save the time of the administrator and the coordinators in your college, to institute, or the universities. And it will give you the answers, right? The question wise, the pie chart wise, right? Everything will be visible under the Microsoft Forms. So let me go back to the Microsoft Teams over here. And let me show you, the last option over here, which is the assignments, which is very, very important. And what I'm going to do over here, I'm clicking over here under the journal option under the higher education first year. And you can see there are few assignments which I have already given in my previous demos, right, with the help of this assignment button. And let me see if I can bring the assignments right now in front of you. And yes, it is coming up. See, these are the body parts and the human brain for the Baldwin Academy, which I have given. I have set up the due date also for them. So I'm going to create the assignments, and the assignments will be, you can fetch it with the help of OneNote. So under the Microsoft Teams, OneNote is a very, very important tool, or you can say the application where you can do multiple things over there. So assignments will also go over there, right? So let me click onto the assignments, and it is coming up. Give me some time. Let me expand the screen also so it will be visible to everyone. And I can add the title over here. Let's assume the human brain is my topic, and I want to add the instructions. The formatting toolbar will also come. I can add the resources from here, right? See, if I want to bring the resources from OneDrive or from the class notebook or any new file, or if it is lying onto the Teams, yes, all the options which are available. And here I'm just giving the marks for my assignments, 50 marks. And the very important thing is add rubric. So add rubric is very important, where lots of professors, faculty members, while assigning the assignments to the students, they will set up the criteria that this is the criteria I will use it while giving the marks to my students. So let me add the new rubric over here, and this is the grading criteria over here, that what criteria you will set up basis what marks you can give it to your students. Let me cancel this. And I have not set up any rubric criteria. It is up to you as a teacher, right? I can add the students from here also. Or I can add multiple students. So let's assume I have added one student over here, and I'm setting up a time that by 4th of June at 8 p.m., right? This student will finish up his assignment, and let me assign this. It will automatically go to the student inbox, right, in his, the class notebook, and or in his Microsoft Teams. It will fit into the Outlook calendar also. So it will keep giving the pop-up every time, 4 to 5 times in a day, that Nitin, for example, you have to complete your assignment because 4th of June at this point of time, the it is a due date. So this is what, by tomorrow 8 o'clock, right, is a due date, and I can open the assignments. And something, I want to add it into the assignment also. As a professor teacher, I can edit the assignment, and whatever the update I will do, I just click onto the update, and it will reflect at Taranjeet Singh end, right? This is what my teacher has updated. Once he will finish, I can see over here, I can give the marks, I can export into the Excel, and the student view will also be available over here, right? And I can open the immersive reader also from here also. So there are lots of options which are available, but very important things are the immersive reader is very important, and the class notebook, which is a part of OneNote. Because under OneNote, we can do multiple things which you can't think of. I know lots of mathematic professors are sitting right today and they are attending this session. Yes, sir, there are mathematic ink is option available, and you can bring the formulas, you can bring the symbols, equations onto the screen, and you can make your classes right onto the class notebook also. So this is how I can assign the assignments. And one more thing I just want to show you, this is the recording session which is going on right now, and this will store under the Microsoft Stream. So whatever the recordings are going on, it is going on to the Microsoft Stream. It is a one single repository for the institute. Every student, every teacher will get the 1 terabyte of space to use the Microsoft 365 A3 plan at their end. They can save the files over there, and they can open it, because Microsoft 365 A3 plan gives the online and the desktop version both all together. So let me show you how the Microsoft Stream, what all you can do it over here. Just a second, it is coming up, and you can put the videos, you can create the groups. So it is like a YouTube, right? So everything will be come over here. You can see there are lots of the recordings which are a part of this, right? And I can see more recordings, right, which I have done right in the previous sessions also. I can create the channels, I can the meetings, watch list, everything. There are lots of stuffs which are a part of this. So let me close the Microsoft Streams window and moving back onto the main window. This is how the Microsoft Teams work, right? And you can make your classes more interactive with the help of these tools. So from my side, thank you so much. And let me, one more thing I just want to add up over here. You are onto the PowerPoint presentation and the MC65 for education to empowering every student on the planet to achieve more. And this is the plan which we are giving to the higher education institutions at this point of time, the A3 and the A5 plan, which covers Windows 10 upgrade, Office 365 tools, all the the communication tool, the creativity tools, the storage tools, the analytic tools are there, right? Around 20 tools which are specially designed for the education community, right? Microsoft Intune, which is the manageability software. As an IT person, I can control all the apps from one single location. Right now, when the remote working is going on, as a IT person, as a principal, vice principal, I can see what kind of productivity is going on when the student is sitting at home, right? And which are the applications which they are downloading, which are the applications which they are getting from the third party. Yes, everything is visible with the help of Microsoft Intune. You can disable and enable those options. Plus, it will give you the secured platform, which is the enterprise mobility and security with the Azure Active Directory P1, Azure Information Protection P1 plan, and advanced threat analytics also. Because when the institute has planned, right, to give the solution, right, to your students and the teachers. So Microsoft is also looking, if somebody is going in the hand of the students and the teachers, it should be a secure platform, right? Because once you will expose to the internet, and all your information will be exposed, right? So on the other side, if you will see the AICT circular also, the April month circular onto the website, they have clearly mentioned that all the virtual classes should be conducted onto the Microsoft Teams platform. No any other platform you want to use, only the Microsoft Teams platform you have to use it. And the fifth product is the Minecraft licensing, and the sixth one is the CALs, the different CALs like the productivity CALs, the Windows CALs, SharePoint, Exchange, and the different CALs which are a part of this plan, which is the MC65A3 plan. And all the students, right, let's assume this plan will go on the basis of the faculty, user, or the knowledge worker. One faculty, 40 students will use the benefit of A3 or the A5 plan. So this means the desktop and the online version both altogether. If the faculty is using the same plan, students are also able to use the same plan, right? They can also upgrade their machines from the Windows 8 to Windows 10 platform, right? They can also use the Office 365 platform. They can also use the enterprise mobility and security, which will help them the multi-function authentication, multi-factor authentication, sorry, and the Minecraft licenses and the other options which are a part of that. And on top of that, the Microsoft is providing the umbrella of the benefits, right, which will give the recognition to the institutions. And there are so many benefits which will come automatically once you will enroll for this program, which is the MC65 A3 or the A5 for the education community. So thank you so much from my side. And you can drop the mail, right, to me, right, at edu_india @microsoft.com. If any query will be there, related to the Microsoft Teams, or if you are looking, to the Microsoft plans, the different plans for the student community, for your college, for your educators, yes, this is the email ID on which you just drop it, and my team will immediately assist you, right? We will connect you with our partners across India, and they will take care of that. So thank you so much from my side. Hope this session was useful to you, and hopefully everyone will be moved very as soon as possible onto the Microsoft Teams platform while using the MC65 in education. So thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Nitin Pava and Ms. Neeti Suta. The session was indeed a very, very informative session. Now, I welcome our principal, Dr. C.D. Marathe sir, to propose the concluding remarks. Thank you, Mr. Nitin Pava and Ms. Neeti Suta. The session was indeed a very, very informative session. Now, I welcome our principal, Dr. C.D. Marathe sir, to propose the concluding remarks.
Thank you, Sarika. Honorable Vice Chancellor of University of Mumbai, Professor Ravindra Kulkarni, Chairman of our Management Committee, Honorable Sri Satish Pradhan, Trustees Kamlesh Pradhan and Manasi Pradhan, members of the Organizing Committee, my colleagues and participants, a very good afternoon and a warm welcome to you all to this valedictory session of 5-day FDP for educators. I must appreciate all participants in this program because you wanted to really evolve from offline teaching to online teaching. I believe that after going through the 10 to 12 sessions of FDP, in this FDP, you are evolving not because of the need of the hour, but as a facilitator, you want to change and give the best. As this program was live on YouTube and Facebook, some of you could take liberty of watching it at your convenient time. And further, I would say, you can see it again as and when you feel like referring to. I am glad to see that many of you have subscribed to our YouTube channel. Our organizing team, led by Dr. Bhushan Langi, took great efforts around the clock to give whatever best can be given. They really worked hard, took trials every day before the session gone on air. Our technical team, comprising of Abhinandan, Vaishali, Rajmohan, did commendable job and have ensured that the program would go uninterrupted for technical reasons. I congratulate our faculty development team for successful conduct of national level online faculty development program. Today, we were little worried due to stormy weather, but by the grace of God, nothing has gone wrong, and I'm sure we will be safe. Now we have with us Professor Ravindra Kulkarni, Pro Vice Chancellor of University of Mumbai. Who else could have been a better and a more appropriate speaker at this valedictory session? We are really privileged and happy to have both Vice Chancellor and Pro Vice Chancellor of University of Mumbai for inauguration and valedictory function of this faculty development program. I am grateful to all the participants and resource persons who have shown trust and confidence in our organizing team and responded well. It is because of you all we are motivated to have such programs in future. I must mention that participation of 27,000 plus teachers, educators and facilitators from 29 states all over India and 21 countries including many participants from Gulf countries has created a landmark for us in our journey ahead. I wish you all the best and a very good and full of innovations academic year ahead. As and when you happen to be in Thane, do visit our college. Take this as our standing invitation. Take care, stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Principal Sir. Your words were truly enriching. Thank you for your constant support and your trust in us. Now, I request Abhinandan Sir to play the pre-recorded video of our General Secretary and Trustee, Mr. Kamlesh Pradhan.
Hello everyone, Namaste. I am Kamlesh Satish Pradhan, Secretary and Trustee of Nanasana Thane Society. The entire management would like to thank each and every one of you who made this 5 days FDP a huge success. Special thanks to University of Mumbai, Yashwantrao Open University and Microsoft for extending their hand to support this event. We management are so proud of our entire FDP committee for arranging everything very well. Thank you everyone. Stay home, stay safe.
Thank you, Honorable Kamlesh Sir and Mansi Ma'am for being a constant source of support for us and encouraging us for taking all the new endeavors. All good things have to come to an end. So does this FDP. On this note, let me welcome the Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor of University of Mumbai, Dr. Ravindra Kulkarni, who has taken time out of his busy schedule to grace this occasion for the valedictory function. Welcome to Satish Pradhan Gyan Sadhana College, sir. I now request you to address the participants for the valedictory session. Over to you, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Dr. Kulkarni.
Thank you, Sarika. Am I audible? Sarika, am I audible perfectly? Hello?
Yes, sir, you are audible. You can speak. Yeah.
Thanks to the organizers for inviting me for this valedictory function of faculty development program on evolution from offline to online teaching. This FDP, which was organized by Satish Pradhan Gyan Sadhana College, in association with Yashwantrao Chauhan Open University and University of Mumbai IT department, as well as Microsoft team, has gone really successful in terms of participation. I have been told that the participation has exceeded almost 27,000, and that too representing 29 states of our country, and as well as 22 different countries across the globe. In a sense, this faculty development program has really gone international. During this FDP, I hope you must have been well exposed to the different techniques connected to e-content development and e-presentations in terms of video PPT, maybe how to present through virtual classroom, how to demonstrate the simulated systems through virtual laboratories, how to use different open educational resources or open source softwares, and at the same time different platforms like Google Meet or maybe like Microsoft Teams. And at the same time, you have been exposed to the e-learning chapter of the National in a way, this FDP has given you a right angle of e-learning, and I hope with this you will be able to transfer yourself from a physical mode of teaching to a online mode of teaching. Friends, when we look at education and training as a tool for empowering individual for leading to a successful career, then we see that it not only leads to a successful career, but at the same time, the education and training transforms the individual so as to contribute best to the himself or herself, to the society, to the nation, and ultimately to the humanity itself. So in that way, the education and training are the best tools for transforming the individuals. In fact, if you look at the World Bank report, they say that the poor education outcome, poor quality of education are probably the major hurdles in the economic transformation of a nation or economic transformation of a globe. So in that sense, you need to have a very good education outcome, at the same time a quality education through variety of the media. Online education, although it has become now really compulsory because of the post-COVID situation, but in fact, these online learning platforms have started encroaching our teaching system way back from last 10 to 15 years. In fact, as we come across different industrial revolutions, right now we are coming across fourth industrial revolution, which is probably talking about artificial intelligence, big data analytics, robotics, automations. So naturally, this fourth industrial revolution had changed the complete sets of the skills which a human being will require. Now with these changed skill sets, the education as well as the training need to evolve itself so as to provide the necessary skills required for the fourth industrial revolutions. So in that sense, the online mode of teaching using a variety of the modes, whether it's a e-content development through video PPT, or whether it's an audio-video combination, whether it's a use of simulations so as to demonstrate laboratory practicals, or whether just to give an assignments, scientific quizzes, so as to upgrade the knowledge of the student, whichever may be. So all of these, we may rightly say, are connected to the fourth revolution of the education, in tune with the fourth revolution of the industries. We expect that whatever the skill sets, whatever the mindsets, whatever the new technology that requires the fourth industrial revolution, it's supposed to be fulfilled, supposed to be covered through fourth revolution of an education. In the beginning, we had an education through a Gurukul system, then through a blackboard system, then probably with second education revolution, we started using certain multimedia systems OHP kind of a system. And then with third revolution, the massive availability of the internet has given you a lot of changes in an education delivery. Where now it just not became confined to the teacher student, but because of the availability of the massive internet, the student can be exposed. Student could himself or herself is able to expose to the knowledge available at global level. So that has really expanded the boundary of the knowledge exchange. And with fourth education revolution, where we have available so many platforms. So like you have come across through two platforms like Google Meet, Microsoft Teams. Then naturally there are so many learning management systems like Moodle, for example. There are many open source systems that provide e-content like Swayamprabha or across globe, maybe courseware. So probably with all this, the education has gone through a massive transformation, and which is what we call as a fourth revolution in an education in connection with the fourth revolution in the industry. Now this has made possible the remote learning. This has made possible the personalized learning. This has made possible that you can learn at a time, at any time, at any place and anywhere. So really whenever I wish to take up the training, okay, that is available. Whether I'm available at in Mumbai or whether I'm available at my native place, okay, so I can take up this e-content learning in a right mode. So at any time, at anywhere, and for anyone. Okay, this is probably the mantra of the fourth education revolution, which has made personalized learning, which has made feasible the remote mode of learning, which has made feasible the changes in the assessment mode, which has made changes really in the educational analysis as well as tools development. So we are coming across massive transformations that will reflect a transition from the physical mode of teaching to the online mode of teaching. And I'm glad that Satish Pradhan Jnana Sadhana College have taken up this faculty development program at a right time, so that all teachers can upgrade themselves to and prepare themselves for the next academic year, which is definitely going to have a major contribution from the online learning. We expect that as an university, we expect that every teacher, whatever course he or she is teaching, at least 30 to 40% of the course must have been made through online mode. So probably teachers definitely are required to upgrade themselves, and this FDP has definitely solved that purpose. And friends, you will find that initially you may require more time for accepting these new changes, adopting these new changes. But once you acquire these changes, you will find this technology, this mechanism of online teaching is really a great and will provide the best line of training, best line of education, best line of transformations to the students for whom you are taking up these efforts. And naturally with online mode, you are not only confined to your class, but you are in fact exposed to the globe. So whenever you prepare a video PPT and upload it to the YouTube or Facebook, it is available all across the world. So you may say that you are not only teaching to the classroom, but you are teaching to the students spread across the globe. The better the quality of the teaching, better the quality of e-content development, better the quality of the simulation, more viewers, more audience, more students will take interest in your teaching, and that will lead to a great satisfaction. I thank again the organizers for taking up this FDP. I congratulate them for having this FDP to acquire an international status. And again, I thank to the all participants. I expect the best to come out of this FDP in the form of good e-content development from the participants. So I extend my best wishes to them for best online teaching for next academic year. Thank you. Jai Hind, Jai Maharashtra.
Thank you once again, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor Dr. Kulkarni, for addressing all the participants and gracing the occasion. Participants, kindly note, e-certificates will be issued to all the registered candidates within a fortnight. Request all the participants to be connected to us through WhatsApp group and Telegram. Communication with the participants will be done strictly through those groups. I now call upon Dr. Bhushan Langi, convener of the Faculty Development Program, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, District Avishkar District Coordinator of Thane Region, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you, Sarika madam. Sorry, due to the network problem, I'm in car now. Good afternoon, one and all. It is my privilege to have been asked to propose a vote of thanks on this occasion. At the very outset, I, Dr. Bhushan Langi, take this opportunity to extend a very hearty vote of thanks to Professor Ravindra Kulkarni sir, Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, University of Mumbai, for gracing this occasion and for giving excellent coverage for this 5-day faculty development program. We are very grateful to Professor Suhas Pednekar sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, University of Mumbai, and Professor E. Vayunandan sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor Yashwantarao Chavan, Maharashtra Open University, who blessed us with their presence and do take this 5-day faculty development program ahead. I wish to express my deep sense of gratitude to all the resource persons for 5 days. Dr. Shubhangi Patil, Assistant Professor, KJ Somaya, Arts and Commerce College, Vidyavihar. Dr. Narendra Joshi, Associate Education Consultant, YCM, Open University. Ms. Bhavya Ahuja, Faculty from Ramanujan College, Delhi. Mr. Amit Chaudhary, CEO, Founder, People Link Unified Communication Private Limited. Dr. Arjun Ghatole, ex-Director, BOE, University of Mumbai, and Yashwantarao Chavan, Open University. Dr. Yogendra Pal, faculty from IIT Mumbai, and Dr. Janardhanan, National Institute of Technical Teachers Training and Research, Chennai, for conducting such wonderful session in their field of expertise to benefit the teaching fraternity. I am very grateful to the head and the whole team of Department of Information Technology, University of Mumbai, Yashwantarao Chavan, Maharashtra Open University, Nasik, Regional Center Mumbai, Microsoft, and Thane Vaibhav, media partner, for their collaboration with us to make this program successful. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Adaraniya Shri Satishji Pradhan, founder, president, and trustee, Jnana Sadhana Thane, for his unconditional love and support, and he is always Prerna Sthan for us. Now it is a time to mention about the captains of the ship. We have been fortunate enough to be backed by Shri Kamleshji Pradhan, General Secretary and Trustee, Jnana Sadhana Thane, and Mrs. Mansi Pradhan, Trustee, Jnana Sadhana Thane, for their enormous support and encouragement to create this wonderful platform and to organize such successful program. I am very grateful to Shri Satiji Shet, Trustee and Treasurer, Jnana Sadhana Thane, for his guidance and motivation. I would like to acknowledge my sincere thanks to Dr. C.D. Marathi, Principal of our college, for motivating us and always being pillar of strength behind us. I express my gratitude to Dr. D.D. Mulskar, IQAC Coordinator, for his valuable guidance and support. As no program can become successful with a single person, and event like this cannot happen overnight. The wheel starts rolling weeks ago. So I thank and congratulate to all the teaching and non-teaching faculties, and my special mention to Dr. Shraddha Bhome, Dr. Anita, Vaishali Madam, Abhinandan Sir, whole team of CS and IT department for broadcasting this whole program. Obviously then promotion committee and of course certificate committee for their unconditional and tireless job to make this event a huge success. Last but not least, I express my deep sense of gratitude to all the participants who have shown unlimited response and actively participated in this program, without whom this program would not have seen the huge success. Thank you, one and all.